You know, sometimes, Jim, I wake up on a Saturday morning and nothing seems to be going right. Right off the bat. I take a couple bong rips, I cough right away. And we had technical troubles trying to get into the show, and I kept asking, are we even in the show? The
It's the Jupiter Boys. My name is Jim Jupiter. You tried to sneak it back. We've already tried recording this. I fucked up the second time we tried recording this, and I stole the title card from Quinn where he says the Jupiter Boys, and he tried to steal it back in the second version.
You know what? I was trying to kind of do a little jinxie, like a little jinxie poo.
Yeah,
little jinxie cat. I've got nipples, Greg. Can you milk me?
He doesn't have opposable thumbs, Greg. Fucker. Very topical reference right there. That was a super topical pull from like a very relevant movie today. So we're two boys. We're from the planet Jupiter. Each week we get together and we have pointless and inane conversations.
So you can sit on your rump.
Basically, we have these conversations so you don't have to have them with your friends. Like you can think a stupid thought, like one of Quinn's many stupid thoughts, and you're like, should I bring this up? No, wait. Quinn actually tried to bring this up and was brutally phallicked by his brother. So yeah, anyway.
It's why I keep coming up to the plate, you got to keep swing away, Meryl,
Well, every now and then you do hit a signs and you just
Glad you got that.
Of course they did.
Swing away,
of course
Meryl.
they did. Okay, so Quinn, we flip a coin of truth. I don't know if you've ever been on the show before, but we flip a coin of truth to decide who goes first in the topic-a-thon.
Yep.
And one side is black and one side is yellow. Quinn, which side of the coin of truth would you like today?
First-time listener. The long-time listener, first-time caller. I'm going to like the black side, please.
It's the black side.
Ooh, it's my turn today.
It's yours.
So
it's yours first, and I want you to go at it with a vigor.
Oh. Let me.
What was that?
I don't know.
That's your vigor sound? That sounds like an old man like losing his lungs, like just having them like fall out of his body.
So you know that scene. You might not remember it, but there's a scene in Game of Thrones where Maester Pycelle gets out of bed and just starts shaking himself off like.
Yes, I just watched the bad lip reading of Game of Thrones, and they do like a bit at the end where they just like remix him shaking himself out, and like they make him dance to like techno, basically.
That's amazing. That's like one of my favorite scenes in Game of Thrones because it's just like, oh, he's just a sweet old man. Anyways, Jim. That kind of relates to my topic. Ooh, okay. Bring it all back. So my topic today, Jim, is I've been reading, or listening to, I should say, because people who are elitist are going to be like, just not the same fucking thing. You don't read that book. You're listening
book
to it.
Book purists, yeah.
So I've been listening to the Game of Thrones series, or A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. And as read
Which one are you on now?
I'm on number 2. I'm right at the end of number 2. I got like 8 hours left. It's getting pretty intense so far. The Battle of Black Bay or whatever. It's gonna come up soon. I'm going Blackwater Bay. Yeah. So, anyways, it's read by Roy Daltrey's. It's an awesome, great reading.
He did a bunch of the Dark Tower series as well, which
did he?
Like is where I first heard him. Yeah. Roy Daltrey did a bunch of the early.
That's where I recognize his voice from.
Yeah.
Oh man,
George Guidall did a bunch of them as well, but Roy Daltrey did a few.
Oh no, so I've only heard the other one.
George Guidall.
Yeah. So, anyways, he Game of Thrones. So far, I like the books a little better. Because the show definitely took a dive in the last couple seasons. I would say it dropped off around season 5, season 6.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, you don't even, like, wait till you get to the end of this series. Have you read the full series before?
I've never read. I've only gotten through halfway through A Dance with Dragons, but I know that right at the end of Dance with Dragons. By the way, this thing's gonna be chock full of spoilers.
Spoily. If you haven't read the Game of Thrones series or seen the series. Like, what the fuck have you been
what are you doing
the last 10 years?
Why aren't you doing this? You're just making George R.R. want to delay the release of Winds of Winter.
He's like, oh, people haven't read the whole thing yet.
Well,
I'm just gonna wait for everybody to finish.
Well, it's not quite on every streaming service. Well, we
That's
can't
not what
do
he
that.
sounds like.
No,
have you ever heard what
he's like,
George R. R.
he's
sounds
like this, right? He's got like a.
He sounds like this.
It sounds like this. And he yes, and he's always wearing that stupid hat that he's got. Dumb fucking hat.
And vests. He loves his vests.
Like big sweaters, just big chunky sweaters. I love them. So my topic today, Jim, is I want us to do a little fanfic writing of our own and try to fix the last couple seasons of Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
So that D.B. Weiss and David Benioff didn't just fuck off and say, we're going to do half a season for the last one. Let's go out with like the little whimperiest boner of them all, like the softest little boner. Just let's go out with that one.
Right.
We want to make it better, and we don't know what's going to happen in the books, right? George R.R. is keeping it on locks. He's probably going to take another 20 years to write this thing, honestly. Our grandkids might see it, but, that's up in the air right now.
So here's... Well, I mean, okay, so I've got an idea for the sequel, which I think would be dope as hell.
Okay.
But let's start with fixing it up for how it is now.
Okay.
So,
some issues. Let's address some issues here with the final seasons.
Yeah, I mean, Daenerys turns from sort of like loving, like beneficent, like. Magnificent ruler to just like full tilt tyrant dictator.
And there's not much of like
in like 3 episodes. Like it's not enough of a build.
No.
So if they want to still go that route, which I don't even really think is necessary, to be honest.
No.
If they still want to go that route, I would say like definitely elongate that process.
But also, if she was that close to being on the verge of breaking, wouldn't she have broken in the Battle of the Bastards against a way more powerful foe than King's Landing? Like, it just seems like
she wasn't in the Battle of the Bastards.
Yes, she was. She was scouting out with her dragon. She was flying after them. She was definitely in the Battle of the Bastards. Or not Battle of the Bastards. Sorry, Battle of Winterfell. They both take place at Winterfell, but yeah. Do you think why would she save her fury and wrath for that when she could have just as easily been like, all right, I'm just gonna take my fury out on this Night King. Her killing the Night King would have been more effective than Arya fucking killing the Night King.
Oh no, I fully disagree about that. Personally, I think Arya killing the Night King is like honestly, I think Arya is the only person that could kill the Night King. Like,
really?
Absolutely. Like, her skill, like the skills that she acquires as a faceless man, like
but she doesn't even
faceless.
She doesn't even kill him with her skills as a faceless man, because she tries to sneak up on him. Then he realizes and strangles her. The only way she does it is if dropping the knife, and like that tricks the Night King. This thousands of years old creature gets fooled by a like essentially at this point maybe a 15 or 16-year-old girl, according to the books.
But the thing is, Quinn, like, Arya has gone through
a lot of shit,
major training, like with the faceless. Like they kind of glanced over it in the series, but like she's there for a while in the books, and she has to do some shit. Like, she has to like basically become like the most trained assassin that like has ever lived. Like,
see, I haven't gotten to that part in the book, so like all I can base it off is this rushed, lazy written.
It wasn't though. Like, I think like people didn't pay close enough attention to her storyline in Davos, one of those places.
Yeah, it's Bravos.
Like, basically, like people don't pay enough attention to like what's happening with her storyline.
Right.
She is training that whole time, and she's like learning to like don different faces.
Yeah,
and like,
she goes blind.
She has to go without sight for a while. Like, she has to like learn how to use all of her other senses. And there's like this whole thing.
It's funny because George R. R. Martin always has a section of one of the books where just a character is like tortured or like imprisoned or like facing their worst inner demons.
He has these like continuous like cutaways where it's just like and shit's still going really bad for this guy. Like this shit's really still terrible for this.
So, anyways, in the South, there's a dude in a prison cell.
So anyway, there were millions of nails in Theon's testicles. Just millions. They just riddled them. It was a pincushion of nails.
He had so many pins in his testicles.
They looked like hedgehogs.
He didn't know where pins ended and his testicles began.
He'd long since stopped bleeding.
Another issue. Right at the very end. Bran the Broken. Named the king of
well, first of all, like the Bran that like comes out, like the three-eyed raven essentially is just so goddamn obnoxious. Just so fucking obnoxious.
I know, because like they're like, tell the truth, and he's like, you know, John, I once had a dream that I was a wolf, and I was in the forest, and I was drinking some water, and then I saw you fuck your aunt. And then he like just skates over it, and like John's like, oh shit. Like
but like it's so funny too. Like somebody there was like a meme that was like Bran the Broken, or like the three-eyed raven looks like your cousin at Thanksgiving that like went to a My Chemical Romance concert and smoked a clove cigarette. And it's so true. It's like this like shitty little like teenage like I'm so superior, I know everything about the world like look on his face.
I know, and everybody's like, fuck off, you're not a three-eyed raven. And then he tells them some shit, and they're like, oh my god, he is the three-eyed raven. What?
I know, but he's just such a smug little shit. I fucking hate it. I hate it so much. And like I hate the way that he played that character. And like he has explained too that like he's super blind without his glasses, so he just like didn't wear glasses and just like didn't see anything.
Like why did
he was recording?
But
this?
Like he was pretty wealthy. Why didn't he just fucking get contacts? Like, bro.
Yeah. I know. But I guess that's what he wanted to do, is to just like have this like I can't see fuck all. Like I'm just like completely oblivious to anything that's not in my head. And that's the end of the topic.
Calm down, Bran. You lost your fucking legs, not your eyes, you dinkus.
All right, Quinn. What time of the show is it?
It's time for the Meat Show Smoke Break. It's the time of the show that we smoke and we chill and we duck and we vibe. Go ahead and smoke, Jim. And I'll keep the audience entertained with my smooth tones. Welcome back to KR3W, Chicago's only station for jazz and R&B sometimes. I'm your host, Flamey Nutsack, and and I
really?
The station assigned me this DJ name. I don't like it.
Oh my god. I love the concept of that. The station like assigning you a name. It's just like, you're gonna be Dickhead McSqueezy, and just like, really? Can I go with like Chip McWeathers? And they're like, no, definitely not.
There's already a Chip McWeathers, and his real name is Kyle, but we all just call him shit around
there is a Chip McWeathers. He announces wrestling events, and you can hear him on our wrestling episode with Random Rob and we can. That's why I'm talking.
Shit McWeathers, yeah.
Chip McWeathers. I think that was my character.
Yeah,
you were Scoot Brody.
Scoot Brody. Yeah, well, Scoot Brody took out some radio. Can I take my bong rip?
Yes, take your fucking bong rip. I've been talking for like the last 5 minutes so that you can take your bong rip. God damn it, son. This is the kind of professionalism I have to work with, listener. And really, it's just like, you'd think like he would just yes and me and be like, okay, he's talking. This is the perfect opportunity for me to take my bong.
Honestly, I'm pretty fucking high, and I just woke up. So,
yeah, we've never done this show. I don't know if we've ever done this show this early in the morning.
Probably not.
We've
this
definitely
early.
done it in the morning, but I don't think ever this early.
Probably not.
It's like 8:45 in the morning.
We're doing a stupid podcast.
Anyway, Quinn, my topic this week, it actually has quite a lot to do with this. We're recording this episode, this early in the morning because we typically post episodes on Saturdays.
Yes.
However, sometimes we just don't. We just whiff it real fucking hard, and we just decide like actually our lives are better than this.
Actually, fuck this.
Actually, fuck this. Fuck like the 15 people that listen to this on a regular basis.
Fair. Yeah.
So
it's their fault. They got into this,
What my topic, Quinn, is I want to talk about accountability. Okay. I want to talk about our accountability to this show and our commitment to this show. And this is, basically you just walked into an ambush, motherfucker. I got you early on a Saturday morning, high and tired, and I'm about to fucking dress you down, son.
You're about to nail me to this wall.
And the thing is, it's not just your fault, because like a lot of the time you're like, I'm ready to go, man, and I'm like, no, I can't. I can't do anything right now.
And then
I need to just...
other times I'm like, dude, sorry, I totally blanked on it. And you're like, that's fine. I forgot about it.
I blank on it many times. Like there have been times where we've both blanked on it until like later in the day and both like apologized. And then, like,
we're like, shit.
Yeah.
It was easier when we actually did it in person because I could go to their house and chill for a bit. Pre-quarantine times. We did a social distance hangout.
Well, recently, it was pre cool. Like us moving away times too. Mm-hmm. Like you moved pretty far away. It's not like it doesn't make a lot of sense
for me to drive a full ass hour. Yeah.
But anyway, it's not just our show that we've been neglectful of.
Oh my! Oh yeah, no!
That's right. I'm bringing it in.
No, don't bring
Dave
up
Franco's
the other
Dream
shows.
Boys have been suffering. Dave Franco's Dream Boys have been.
Well, who's got 2 episodes in the chamber?
I don't even know if I have 2 episodes in the chamber. I think I have maybe 1 left in the chamber.
I think you got Now You See Me and Now You See Me Too.
The problem with it is that I have to edit in sound clips from the movie, which takes quite a long time.
Yeah.
That's why it's kind of like a pain in the ass, right? But I mean I can get like I think we have 1 in the chamber. I think we've got Now You See Me 2, which is waiting to go. But I propose that we jump back on the wagon in earnest, Okay. I mean, like, we're in quarantine. There's nothing better to do anyway.
It's true.
I mean, like, we might as well just get back on this horse. And so,
ride this translucent steed.
This dead horse that we're getting on.
So
it's so dead, Quinn. It's bloated. There are maggots. It's dead as all fuck.
The skull's got like a snake coming out of it too.
Yeah, exactly. Like it is mostly just like a skeleton with skin on it. But we're gonna get back up on that horse, and we're gonna beat the shit out of it until it moves like an inch or 2. So like I'm thinking, first of all, that we need to be, I mean, for our show, because like we typically record on Thursdays, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
not recently, because we haven't
not recently
for like
because I'm
3
just
weeks.
Like, God no, oh God no, I can't with anything to do with anyone. So
that's fair, man. That's totally fair. I do the same thing. Literally, the only people I talk to are my roommate and people I play video games online with, and one of them's my roommate.
You play? Hold on.
Yeah, we play online with we got different TVs. So he goes in one room, we go in the other. We play online with our other friends. It's not like we're just playing alone.
Okay, but do you yell at him like from across the house?
No. We have microphones. We can hear each other.
Oh, I see.
So we can hear. It's like he's in the room with me. It's like all the boys are in the room with me. We're just having a good video game fun time, like back in the day.
This is a major digression from the thing, and that's how we do our show, so I'm not even mad. Am I crazy, or is Stardew Valley available on mobile?
It's probably available mobile.
I think it is. Check on your phone right now.
Yeah,
I want to. I'll keep the audience busy.
So this is how we're going to be held accountable for our shows. Is just going full. We gotta look up Stardew Valley.
I know exactly.
Oh my God!
I think what
it is.
Nice. How much is it?
$6.49. That's fucking nothing. Lotto $6.49.
Yeah, so I wonder if with the mobile version you can like online join my farm, because if you can, because like you can like it's multiplayer now, right? So if you can, like we could go down into like the mines and fight monsters together.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah, because like it's hard when you're by yourself, especially in like the desert mines.
Yeah,
because I've made it to the desert mines, which is like Mr. Cheese like magical quest or
I
whatever?
couldn't. After a certain point, I was like, I'm done grinding. I'm done with this. This is so exhausting.
Man, I made it so far.
It takes so long to court someone. It takes like
no, it doesn't.
forever.
It really doesn't.
Really?
No, not if you do it. Not if you do it the right way. You basically just have to like every single day give them their favorite thing, and then
I was doing that for a while, and it
all.
took a long time, but
It takes like I think like 30 or 40 days or something.
fuck. The days seem so short. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna go or just gonna go weed some stuff, and you should like, go weed for like 10 minutes, and you're like, oh, it's nighttime. Cool.
Yeah, and so we should just devote the attention that we give to Stardew Valley to this game, to this podcast. We should also like, you know, there's a thing that you know is starting to gain some popularity on the internet, and it's video games. You know, it's this new thing.
Brand new.
They're pretty new. They're pretty, you know,
hot off the shelf.
So like we should actually
make our Jupiter Boys video game, or
consider doing some episodes that are like video episodes that are just like let's plays of us like playing.
Oh
this,
yeah,
like,
hell yeah!
Like screen cap it. The only problem is that like it's hard to do that because like we have different like types of computers.
Yeah.
B, if we want to like screen cap something from like a Switch or a PS4 or something, like we also have different consoles. Like we just like don't align.
I actually have the Switch right now, so we could do a Switch.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we could do a Switch one.
Yeah, but the thing is to screen cap
a Switch,
and you need like
stream it.
Yeah, you need some like special software or some special like hookup equipment.
Unless you literally just had a video camera on the TV, like both separately record our ends of the TV.
Yeah, but that would just be
shitty quality. Like that's like early YouTube's way of doing it.
Yeah, that's no good. I mean, like if only like the monitor had like an output that was like simultaneously an output. You know what I mean? Like you could record off it, but
there's probably a video recording thing that you could get pretty cheap.
There's like you can get like these devices that do it. Basically, like they just take like the signal and like send a version to your computer to record.
Right.
So like you know they just like have like zero latency because it's like the same signal that's getting sent to the TV is just getting sent to your computer.
I think that's like the same way people stream on like a Twitch and stuff like that.
Exactly. But it's like a device and it costs like a couple $100. So
and we could also if we figured out a way to do that, we could stream on Twitch. We just wouldn't be able to. People wouldn't be able to see our reactions and stuff. And a lot of people watch Twitch because of like the person who's entertaining and the facial reactions and stuff like that. Yeah. So maybe Twitch it wouldn't be good. The video would be because like it's just our voices.
Yeah, exactly. But
like we could do a Smash Bros.
And then you have to you face the copyright shit because like basically like it's just the gameplay footage, and so you have to like actually put something in front of it to like make it not just gameplay footage.
Yeah.
God, it's stupid. But anyway, we should think about doing something like that. But essentially, let's commit to doing the podcast every
Thursday.
Come hell or high water.
For the rest of our lives.
For the rest of our lives. Until we die. Until one of us is dead and the other is released from this soul prison.
A pact made in brotherly blood.
Yeah, and signed by the devil. So
brotherly blood is the name of like an all Catholic metal band.
But we should also do an episode of Dave Franco's Dream. I heard you, and it was like I love that you were waiting for me to laugh, and then laughed because I didn't laugh.
Dave Franco's Dream Boys is dead.
No, it's not dead. It's not dead. It's coming back.
Oh,
it's coming
what?
Back.
No, oh no, Durf and Dietz are not gonna be happy about this.
It's coming back. So you and I are gonna record an episode of it sometime soon. It will be a quarantine episode.
So it like, better not be like a bummer. Like he's got a movie about him being a heroin addict on Netflix, and I'm like, oh no, I don't want to see my boy in the depths.
I was thinking we might want to do If Beale Street Could Talk, because like that's kind of like a pretty prevalent,
right?
Or you know, a pretty
it's relevant
film at this time in history.
That's true.
So we could do that one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the topic. Quinn, we gotta just get better at being podcasters.
Being podcasters.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this nonsense.
I'm sick of this garbage. I want to. I have had it up to here with you.
I can smoke my stogies whenever I like.
I don't have to ask my wife. I don't have a hideout like you.
Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you to Christo Graham for the use of our theme
music.
Thank
you, Christo. We really appreciate you.
That was like kind of like Tommy Wiseau at the end there. I'm sorry that this was an episode that you listened to. I mean, I'm not. It was an okay one, and I'm sure you're not like traumatized for life. But
no.
If you aren't, or if you are, can you please subscribe and leave a review on wherever it is you're listening to it, and consider listening to it on Spotify. Apparently, like that's the new thing to listen to podcasts. So just do that.
Yep.
And you can go to thejupiterboys.com for old episodes and to get some shit. And you can also like just get like we don't hide any of the old episodes. Like they're all available, so you can just get them all. And I'm on Twitter at the Jupiter Boys.
I'm at Quinn Jupiter.
There's no space between that. He just I don't know. He's
just Quinn Jupiter. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can shoot those nuts
straight down your no-spaced gullets.
All right.
What dolphin shark?